Biting commentary is presented by Hawaiian Airlines in Honolulu Magazine.
I've never been to this part of the Japanese Cultural Center. This is pretty cool, actually. Does this remind you of Hilo, where you grew up?
Yeah, there are a lot of really good design in here that reminds me of the old times.
The old times. You're an old time guy, right? Especially the food of the old times. I want to talk about your book and the history of Hawaiian food.
Happy to.
You know, Arnold, one of the interesting things that really got my attention was that your grandma used to cook rice on like a wood-burning stove like the one they've got in the museum. Well, it must be hard to cook rice on a stove like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'd rather have a rice maker, I think.
That's how everybody cooked their rice. And rice was always a challenge, and I think part of the tradition actually was that almost routinely the rice at the bottom of the pot would get charred or burned.
Browned at least, right?
Yeah. So we used to call it koge rice in Japanese. What my grandmother would do, and many other women of that era, would be they would serve their families first. They would take the nice white fluffy parts on the top and serve their families, and what would be left over would be the charred part on the bottom. Back then, it was considered the less desirable part, and grandma would either put a little bit of salt on it and eat it, or put it in a bowl and pour hot tea on it.
They soften it up,
Yeah,
right?
soften it up, and that would be her meal.
That's really amusing because, you know, I was just at Izakaya and I had to pay good money to get my musubi grilled, and so it was koge rice, right?
That's right.
Your grandmother would have shook her head. You know, this place is really full of history, like your book, really, that some sense of what people ate then and how that's affected what we eat now.
Yeah. Yes.
You brought your own cow tin? You were worried that we weren't going to feed you in any way?
No, these are the real deal. Everybody took these to work on the plantation. Basically has 2 compartments.
Lots of rice?
Lots of rice.
Lots of rice.
Full of rice. And the top part was what we call okazu, or any
good stuff.
Any food that's non-rice, actually. Fish, veggies.
What you have.
Yeah, whatever you have. But this part of it would go in the middle of the circle.
Okay,
And
so we're sharing that?
You share what you brought, you hang on to your rice, and that was your lunchtime.
So if you got something good and I got something junk, I put mine a little closer to you
And that was more real than you'd imagine, because, you know, the first time I tell this story to others, they go, oh, how nice you folks shared your lunch. But, you know, if you stop and think about the reality of it all, there are oftentimes things that other guy has that you may not really want to eat. But it's considered rude and, you know, improper and not very friendly to ignore his food. So, in other words, our friendship, our relationship, our ability to work together is more important for me to accept what you brought and enjoy it.
Now, I have heard, although I'm skeptical about this, that this is where the Hawaii tradition of mixing cultural cuisines came from. Now, my understanding, right or wrong, is that the plantation owners kind of diabolically kept like the Filipino camp over here and the Japanese camp over here and everybody in different locations to keep them from exhibiting labor solidarity, right? The first labor unions were ethnic based, right? So do you think that's where the mixed plate came from, or did it come from outside, from the Chinese lunch wagons and that kind of thing?
I think, like most things, there's probably a bit of truth in some combination of those factors. The mixed plate comes from sharing things like beef teriyaki, shrimp tempura, stuff that everybody's gonna dig, right? The plate lunch itself, you know, by definition, we look at 2 scoops of rice, a scoop side of mac salad, and a main entree. The best I could do in terms of finding a true origin is the waterfront.
The Chinese carts out at the water.
carts, exactly.
Yeah. I always had a feeling that the Chinese, who can really cook, immediately moved in and started making Hawaiian food and Japanese food and variations of food that chop suey came from, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. So we look at some of the standbys or some of the standards of in local food. You go to a luau and you got chicken long rice. That's Chinese, I think. Those are all kind of, I think, good examples of the influence of Chinese cooks on our early Hawaiian plate lunch.
And I love it that poke, which is, Hawaiian dish, now comes complete with Korean seasoning. It's got sesame oil and green onions and garlic. Where do you think Hawaii food's going? Because you're rooted in the past, which is strong and explains why we eat what we eat. But what do you see 20, 30, 100 years down the line?
Wow, that's a tough question. I think in some ways we're coming full circle in the sense that there's a strong urge to buy local, to grow your own food. That's what people used to do in the old days, right?
Because they had to.
They had to. But, now by choice, I think people are trying to preserve some of the flavors or inspired by the flavors of the past, maybe do it in a new way. I see it perpetuating itself in that way, and oddly enough, I kind of see a lot of this being championed by some of our Hawaii regional chefs.
Any good chef is going to look around and see what tastes good from all cultures that he can possibly deal with.
I think basically it's all good. I think my only concern sometimes is that along with the importance that food has and how far it's come, a lot of times now we focus so much on critiquing food. So much of it, the ambiance wasn't right, or it was too salty, or it was the wrong temperature. And it's when I read those blogs or reviews that are so commonplace now, I stop and I think about the days when food was appreciated pretty much no matter what.
Because you were hungry?
Because you were hungry, man. And people's feelings mattered. The chefs, your friend's mom, whoever was preparing the food, you always put a smile on. You were always a big thank you. You always ate everything from your plate. As long as we don't lose track of the importance of the human relationships that helped us form this food culture early on, I think just a little cautionary note in there about not losing track of our values.
And we have to remember, it's not only what you eat. It's who you eat it with.
There you go.
Arnold wrote a whole book about the roots of Hawaii food, and you may want to dip in between these green covers and see what Arnold's been eating for the last 20 years. And, this talk has made me ridiculously hungry. We got to go back to your Big Island roots. We got to go to Hilo and eat some local food.
It's the only place, man.
This Fast Kind tip is sponsored by Hawaiian Airlines.
Come. Okay, when you buy a pork roast, okay, there's two sides to it, okay? Now, you buy the one with the bone, the smaller bone. Now, this is towards the blade side, and it's going to be a little tougher. But if you buy a pork roast, you would buy something like here. You see? It's closer to the loin, it's softer, the bone is smaller, and I tell you what, you'll enjoy it because you can make cutlets, you can make chopped pork, you can make steaks, you can make whatever. All with this side, yeah. Adobo, yeah.
Bringing the islands together for the moments that matter most. Every day, Hawaii flies with us.
Honolulu Magazine, in a nutshell, is the user's manual to Honolulu. If you live here, this truly is your guide to navigating the city. We tell you the best places to eat, the best places to go shopping, but we also tell you which public schools are performing the best. We tell you which doctors are the best ones. So we cover all of that ground and really, truly aim to be the ultimate guide to the city.
Visit HonoluluMagazine.com today to enter to win a trip for two to any Hawaiian Airlines international destination. You're watching Biting Commentary.
We're here at KTA, Cow Stadium, with none other than Derek Karisu, who is going to cook up not one, not two, but three dishes.
Exactly.
You know, we got something special going for us.
Okay.
We've got Arnold Hiura on the Arnold cam.
Wow. Hey, Arnold, the Arnold cam. Okay, fantastic.
Don't bust the camera now, Arnold. All right, what are we making? What are we making?
The first thing we're gonna do is warabi. I want you to pronounce warabi.
All right, say it again.
Warabi.
Warabi.
That's close enough. Okay.
No, it isn't. What? Now, wait a minute.
Warabi.
Warabi.
Yeah, that's fern shoots, you know, and you find it out in the wetlands here on the island here, and mainly they call it fiddlehead.
Fiddlehead.
You find these at a farmer's market and all over the place. And a lot of people, they don't know how to kind of prepare this, but
I have no idea.
so I had it all washed. I have this water here boiling, okay?
Okay, salted water?
No, just regular. And then I'll cut it into this kind of pieces here. Well, it's about an inch. Is this an inch?
It looks like about an inch and a half.
Okay,
but
inch and a half. Okay. You dump this thing in here, okay?
Okay.
Inside a more or less boiling water, okay? Because all what we want to do is want to blanch it. So now your job gonna be with the spoon.
Okay, how long?
Can you count to 50?
You know, that's a stretch for me.
Okay,
That's
you
a
count to
stretch for
50
me.
and the thing gonna be over. Okay? Okay?
30.
You sure? Yeah, fine. You got
I
it.
got 50 seconds on these.
Okay, good.
Pull it out?
Yeah. Just
Okay.
gonna leave it right here. Okay? In the meantime, I'll get this wok going, okay? Get it hot. Okay, I got this pork pot. This is a local pork. They
Very
used to
nice.
call this buta before.
Buta,
Yeah,
yes.
buta.
They still call it buta if they like, right? Okay.
Yeah. And then we used to have this guy, buta cow and all that. So, you know, it's like a leftover scraps in the plantation days. Okay, what I want you to do is, okay, we got local shoyu here, club shoyu.
Very nice, very nice.
So you mix make a marinade, just the shoyu and the flour. Okay?
You
Just
want me to
it.
mix all of this flour?
No, not all.
I didn't
use
think
your
so.
Use your judgment.
You're asking a
Yeah.
whole lot.
Okay? Okay, see, getting hot. Okay, when it's get hot
Yeah,
like
we're
that.
hot now. We're cooking.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You got it there, John. Looks good.
Oh yeah, you
think
got
that's
him.
a-
You got him.
See, it's lucky I got Arnold. He's
Okay.
a lot more help than you are.
Okay, I dumped in some.
So about 3 tablespoons.
What is that?
Yeah, just get it kind of a little pasty.
Yeah. Yeah, get it pasty.
Okay.
Okay.
You got a spoon for me, or I'm down to this
Yeah.
spoon?
Use the spoon. You know, in country style. Country style.
Get this on the Arnold cam. Get this.
Country style.
Oh, you're cutting the pork pretty fine.
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
You gotta stir it like, you know. Okay. Okay. Then you
Okay.
slam this in there like that.
All right.
This will make a nice marinade. Okay.
So everybody at home knows we got garlic in here, yes?
Yes. Garlic and ginger.
You didn't peel the ginger, just throw it in. Oh, you smashed
Yeah.
it. All right.
Okay. Now we put this in here. Now your job.
My job.
Do you know how to use a chopstick?
I've seen chopsticks before, yes.
You sure?
These are an Asian implement of some kind.
Okay, so you use the chopstick and you stir fry that.
Okay.
Well, I go and we're gonna make a pork eggplant.
All right.
Okay, so I got the eggplant. Okay, we're gonna chop up eggplant. Okay.
Now, you cut the pork fairly fine.
Okay, is it going? What it does is it makes the pork very crispy here. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'm waiting for crisp. But
Okay.
that's what you want to do, is make sure to get it crispy.
Yeah. So
Okay.
since we're waiting here, why don't we go fool around this fiddlehead?
Okay, sorry about that. So we're making a salad.
Yeah, we're gonna make a warabi salad.
Okay.
Because you don't want it too soggy, yeah? In Japanese, we call it beta.
Can I eat this piece?
Sure you can. Okay?
It's not soggy.
It's not soggy, okay? Then you put in some tomatoes. Okay? And in fact, it's all local stuff. Local tomatoes, so
Okay,
why
grown on the Big Island.
Yeah, and I put in some round onions, again from Maui. Okay?
Okay.
Right,
All
all
local, all local.
You're right, it's all local. Yeah. And I put in some garlic powder that's not local, but it's bought locally here at KTA.
You bought at KTA. How could it be more local?
Oh, man. Then I have some sesame oil, not local, but
Local by adoption.
Yeah, exactly. Okay?
I'm starting to get crisped up over here.
And here,
We're gonna
this
put
is smoked pork.
Whoa!
Yeah, this is like, you know, like we used to go hunting. You know,
It makes
everybody
me
said-
hungry just to look
Yeah,
at this.
yeah. You know, I had it fried. Yeah, smoked pork.
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
Let me have one.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, have some.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys all want some? Here. Everybody, okay. And I'll slam some of this in because it's gonna give us a flavor. Okay? Okay, and I'll just put a little soy sauce in here.
Did we want to throw the eggplant in here at some point?
Oh, yeah,
we're doing pork eggplant. I thought maybe it would be a good idea to put some eggplant
Yeah,
in
but
there.
wait, here. I got the water-bee going. Look, the water-bee salad. Okay? Look at that. Okay, you got that.
I got it.
Yeah, slam in the eggplant. Okay?
Whoa!
You know why? In the plantation days, you grew your own vegetables. You had a little bit pork, but you had to stretch it.
And that's good for the home cook, and it's healthy.
Exactly. And you know what I'm gonna do?
Chicken stock?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even healthier.
Yeah.
I
put
feel
chicken.
positively
Oh,
healthier just looking at you.
Definitely. And you stir it up. How's everything going?
Everything is going quite well,
Okay,
considering.
fantastic.
Yes, you know?
The shoyu and the flour had some of the salt flavor in there, so you know it all works out.
We put the flour in. Now, is that to help thicken the sauce eventually? All right.
Exactly.
So
Okay?
this is a quick dish, and you could put, if you were at home, and
Yes.
you only had a little eggplant, you could put
Yes.
any other vegetable you
Yes,
wanted,
yes,
right?
Exactly. But we would like eggplant in there because that's what was growing in our garden today.
It's amazing you have time to garden when you're also catching pigs
Oh,
like
yeah,
you are.
yeah.
you know?
And pigs.
Yeah, pigs.
Yeah.
Okay? Hey, try taste this now.
And hunting down warabi.
Okay, I'm just going to use my fingers if that's all right with you.
Yeah. That's okay.
What do you think?
Oh, no, yeah?
I'm going back for seconds here.
How you like that? Huh?
That's one of the best I've ever had. That's fabulous.
Oh, you know
That
what?
is fabulous.
You're one of the handsomest guys that I ever worked with, too, you know?
And you're right about that.
Oh, God.
You're right about that. It's wonderful. It's got the sweetness of the pork, and it's got the crunch of the warabi. There's that wonderful lift from the sesame oil, a little salt from the shoyu. Look at the man eat it. Exactly my point. Exactly my
This
point.
stuff is so good. Well, I feel like
The
dancing.
fern's perfect. All right.
Oh.
Right.
Okay.
Hey,
Next dish.
we're starting to look pretty good over
Yeah,
here, too.
I know.
This is starting to look real good.
I know. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, the next dish I'm gonna make, it's called bacalao. It used to be really dry before, but you know, when you dry it so much, what happens is that you lose all the weight, so they have to sell it so expensive. So now it's a little moist and sold in the refrigerator.
Now, what are
Perfect.
we going to make with the bacalao?
Okay, we're gonna make a bacalao salad. So your job, and this stuff here is a little smelly, but your
Yeah,
job,
so you were going to assign it to me,
yes,
right?
is to go in and make sure you take off the bones. You see,
Yeah,
you can,
shred it
you
all
can
out.
see the bones here. You see, you shred out all the bones like this, right? You see, you know these bones.
Right?
Just bust it up like this.
Get the bones out. That's what we got to
Yeah. There's a center bone right there. You see?
I see
You
it.
see? Right there.
I'm going to taste this now.
Yeah.
I'm
Please
probably
do.
going to regret it, but I'm
No,
going to
no,
taste
no,
it
no.
now.
Good, eh?
This is the best I've ever had because it's not so dry. Usually it's really hard and you have to
Yeah.
soak it forever, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's so salty you can't even eat it, really.
Yeah.
So
Gotta-
salty and fishy. This tastes like
Come on, you know
heavily
what?
salted fish.
Yeah.
That's all. It doesn't taste like wham in the mouth.
I forgot vinegar. Sorry, wait. I gotta run in and get vinegar.
This segment of Biting Commentary was brought to you by Feed the Hunger Foundation, microfinancing toward innovative and sustainable solutions.
We see a world where we who have cuckoo those who have less. Imagine food that's healthy, food that does no harm to the environment. Imagine food that's affordable and accessible, food that harnesses local entrepreneurship. Imagine food that brings together families and communities in ways that will nourish the Aina Feed the Hunger Foundation, microfinancing toward innovative and sustainable solutions.
If you want to know where to eat right now, pick up Honolulu Magazine and check out our monthly dining coverage, including our All-Island Restaurant Guide and our annual list of Hale Aina Award winners. For even more dining, go online to honolulumagazine.com or download our free iPhone app. Honolulu Magazine is the only resource you need for dining.
Now, Arnold, I think we need to explain to people what bacalao is, because that has a real history in the islands,
Oh,
right?
yeah. No, it was a real universal almost type of food. It was hard and dry and salty, and it kept forever. You didn't have to refrigerate it.
Right, and how did it get here in the first place? Because cod is not a local fish.
You know, that period in Hawaiian history when whalers and traders and missionaries were coming, salted fish, whether it was salt cod, salt salmon.
Right, gave us loamy salmon, right?
Yeah, there it was. In barrels aboard the ship was a staple, and it made its way to Hawaii and found a home here.
Cod is one of the most popular fish in the world. It's a great eating fish, as a matter of fact.
I think anything salty and flavorful like this goes a long way.
Yeah, they put a little bacalao and spread it through
Spread it out,
a ton of garden vegetables.
Big pot of rice or bowl of poi, and you know, you're good to go. Yeah.
Exactly. And of course, it turns out, ironically, that's a healthier way to eat
Exactly.
than the way we eat usually.
The way we eat now is we eat a big steak.
Yeah, massive.
Okay, I got some olive oil. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you put some olive oil in here. Okay.
Okay, we put olive oil on the bacalao.
On the bacalao.
You know, we're not measuring here, so just sprinkle
yeah,
some on.
you know, when you're in a plenty, you never measure, and then you put some.
Okay, not
some
as
vinegar.
much vinegar. And
Yeah.
and what kind of vinegar is that?
It's Heinz. It's white vinegar.
Okay, I thought I'd
Yeah.
ask. Maybe you had
Okay.
cherry vinegar or
Oh, no,
champagne vinegar or
that's
something.
too like, you know, the
yeah.
nose
It
is up
kinda-
in there.
kinda too
This is
snooty
all
for
down
you.
to earth, slam, bam, thank you.
White
Man.
vinegar.
Only one kind of vinegar.
Yeah, and I got some garlic. You know, Portuguese use a
That
lot
will
of
be
garlic.
about a tablespoon. No,
Yeah, about a tablespoon. I diced it all up. Here, cilantro. Oh, no, I
okay.
had it all chopped up here.
a
Then
little tomatoes.
tomatoes. Yeah.
All right. A coarse dice.
Yes,
And
and,
are these Maui onions
yes,
again?
exactly.
All right.
See?
So is this kind of a bacalao salad?
Yeah, it's a bacalao salad. Okay?
You know,
Bacalao salad, you mix it all up.
at the very
I'm
least.
adding in a
The
little
real
bit
deal.
more. I want it a little bit more.
Yeah, it wasn't vinegary enough.
Yeah, and you see, I could tell just by looking. You don't have to taste it.
Really?
That's the way the plantation people cook. You just look and smell and.
But it would be all right to taste it.
So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna grab everything. We're gonna be plating it. We'll be right back.
All right,
Slam, bam, thank you, Sam.
ma'am.
Man.
Here's a fast kind pipikaula recipe from Hawaiian Airlines. Marinade flank steak for 2 hours in Hawaiian salt, water, sugar, chili pepper, garlic, 1 drop liquid smoke. Roast in the oven for 5 hours at 175 degrees.
To us, it's not about the sea. It's about who's in it. Every day, Hawaii flies with us.
Aloha is an action, not a reaction. It is perseverance, hope, compassion. It is courage and love. Aloha is a way of life. We ask you, our community, to give with aloha.
Visit HonoluluMagazine.com today to enter to win a trip for 2 to any Hawaiian Airlines international destination. You're watching Biting Commentary.
Can we eat this
Oh,
now?
now is the
Can we
time
eat
to
this
eat.
now?
Sure.
Did you bring rice?
Oh, yeah, rice. Yeah, right
okay,
there, right
okay.
there.
Oh,
You
one
see?
scoop each.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Been waiting
I got
all
the
day.
rice.
Skip lunch just for this.
You skip lunch? But will you taste my pork eggplant? Now, do you just recommend piling it all on a paper
Yeah.
plate?
You know, this is how you eat it. You just put it like you mix it all up. Okay.
I'm trying to be polite and wait for you guys, but
You know, I don't think I would wait if I were you.
And then what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna serve you guys a drink of hilo. It's called pava. It's not lava, not java, not kava. It's pava, the drink of hilo. It's papaya and guava.
Yeah? This is your baby, huh?
Oh, this is like my baby.
You know, mother's milk for
Oh,
you.
I tell you. Unbelievable.
You could put vodka in it, I suppose, right?
Oh, yeah, and then it comes Papa Lava, the hottest drink in town.
All right.
Yeah, Papa Lava.
Cheers.
A votre
Yeah,
santé.
cheers.
Oh!
This is so good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Arnold?
That's great.
Oh, it's hot, but it's good. It is
How did it
really
come out?
good. This is really good food. And this is kind of only a Hawaii plate, right?
Really.
All
Dedication.
cultures, everything.
Yep. Which is your favorite?
The bacalao salad has really come along since it's marinated.
Oh, yeah. It
It's
gets
really
better.
good.
As it starts marrying each other and then in the refrigerator,
Yeah.
it gets better and better and better.
The bacalao could be a little saltier and bitier, but
Okay,
you know,
yeah.
there we
Maybe I
go.
over-soaked it.
The teriyaki smoked pork. Whoa.
And this is Arnold. He's a plantation man. Cow book. You gotta buy it. And all the recipes in there. Whole history of plantation food. Arnold, thank you very much for writing a book.
Oh, thank
Without that, there would be no history. Even my son wouldn't understand what is plantation food. So I really appreciate that.
Oh, thank
And
you.
this is an authentic plate, I take it. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, the real deal. Real
You
deal.
know,
Yeah.
The real deal.
We could be eating this in 1922. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to Hawaiian Air for getting us over here to Hilo, where we've had a whole lot of fun. This is John Heckathorn for Biting Commentary.
Now, who's gonna wash the dishes? Let's dunk it for Pepper and Stone. How's that, huh? Arnold, make Stone. We want him to wash the dishes. Scissors! Yeah, you lose. You wash the dishes.
Mahalo to our sponsors. Next week on Hawaii's newest food show, we're in search of the blue tomato with Alan Wong. Featuring bold yet fun recipes and inspiring stories, Hawaiian Airlines and Honolulu Magazine present Biting Commentary with John Heckathorn, Sunday at 2:30 on KGMB.